Turn right. Then, your destination will be on the left. stop sign. Turn right. Continue for 14 kilometers. the